Ashley Neville here, sitting with Damian Lillard. So I know you're really into rap, obviously, with your own album. Lil Wayne just came out with the Carter 5. I would love to hear your thoughts on that.
I mean, obviously, I'm a huge Wayne fan, and I liked it. You know, usually for me, when I hear stuff, I like to listen to it a few times before I can, you know, make a real judgment on it. And I've listened to the Carter 5 maybe 2.5 times, and I like it. You know, I'm sure it'll grow on me more than it has already, but you know, it was a lot of build up, you know, and I was just happy that it came through. You know, a lot of people liked it. I liked it, and you know, hopefully we don't got to wait so long for more Wayne.
Well, I don't think we're going to have to. What was your favorite part of the album? What track do you like the best?
My favorite track was Mona Lisa.
Everyone's.
Because it was just so on point. It was so on point, just about that's how it really is, you know. And it's some goofy people out here that don't realize what's really going on. So I always like when, you know, those kind of things get acknowledged. So I really like that song and who he was on it with. You know, having Kendrick on it. You know, I thought that was probably the best and my favorite song on there.
Who would you like listening to more on that, Lil Wayne or Kendrick Lamar?
I mean, I say both of them, but I really liked how Kendrick, you know, came on, and he was kind of like the dude. He was like the guy. He played like the boyfriend role of like the chick that's out here doing all this stuff. And you know, I pay attention to like the small things on the track, like in the background, his ad libs. He was like sniffling like a dude was crying and stuff like that. So, I mean, I appreciate all the different things that Kendrick brings to a track. It's cool.
Are you gonna collab with Lil Wayne again in the future?
For sure. I mean, we've done so many songs together that people haven't heard. You know, I was actually supposed to be on the Carter 5, but the songs that we did, you know, at this point, they so outdated because it took so long for Carter 5 to come out. So hopefully, you know, in the next one, I'll be on there.
That'd be awesome. I would love to hear that. I'm going to be waiting for that one. So this season, I know that you have a lot of expectations for yourself and for the team. You were ranked in the top 10 by ESPN. Finally, they're giving you some love. Do you feel that the preparation you've made in the offseason is going to help this team this season and hopefully make a run for the playoffs? I know it's far from now, but obviously you guys are thinking about that.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all go into the summer, we want to improve because we want to give our team a better chance at, you know, advancing or doing better than what we did the previous year. And I think, you know, we got a lot of guys who have done that. You know, I know as the leader of a team, it's my responsibility to make sure that I kind of set the tone, you know, and be the standard of, you know, what we need to be for the season. So for me, I just want to come and, you know, back up what I did last year, you know, take it to a different level and give our team another chance to play in the postseason. And when we get there, have a much better performance than we did last year.
So far from what you can see, the West is obviously a lot harder now that LeBron's in the West. Do you feel that you guys have enough and what you guys need to compete?
I do think we got enough. We got a lot of talent. You know, we have the players that we've added are complementary to the kind of style we play. So I think we are capable. You know, we got a team that, you know, can get the job done. But like you said, the West is tough. So it's going to be a matter of where we are mentally. You know, it's going to be a challenge every night. And, you know, if we up and down, you know, this is the year in the West that you could, you know, be 10th. If you're not able to be steady and play at a certain level consistent. So there's only one way to find out, and that's to, you know, roll the ball out there and see.
You're very vocal on Twitter, as we talked about before. I saw your tweet about J.R. Smith and the tattoo. Hopefully, I'm assuming you want the rule to be changed. How important is it for you to use your platform to spark that change?
I mean, I didn't even say that to get the rule changed or to, like, you know, I wasn't like mad about it. I didn't know that was something, you know, where like somebody get a tattoo and, you know, they have to cover it up. But it wasn't like I guess a malicious tweet or nothing like that. I was just really curious, like, you know, if he gets a tattoo on his body, you know, it's his body. If he whatever he chooses to put on it, you know, he has to live with it being on his body. I never thought that he would have to, you know, pay a fine for, you know, what was on his body. But, you know, rules are rules, I guess. You know.
I think it's stupid, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. And one more question.
That's why I was caught off guard by it. I just, you know, I didn't know the rule, and I didn't know that it was a real thing that he would get fined, you know, for his showing. So
One more question for you. You know, you stay pretty low key in the off season. I love that video you put out with the workouts. That was awesome. We need more of that. We need more of that kind of humor around here. But this season you spent a lot, or this off season you spent a lot of time giving back to the community, which I think is something that's so huge. How important is that for you to set that example?
It's really important because, you know, for me, like you said, I'm low key. I hang out with my cousins and my brother and, you know, my family. I spend a lot of time around them. And, you know, I'm around those people. You know, I'm not around, I guess, you know, famous people and stuff like that all the time. So the fact that these are the people who can benefit from my platform, you know, I can help these people a lot. I can inspire these people a lot. I spend a lot of time doing those things. And that's what counts to me. I think it's going to come a time where, you know, people, they'll say what they want to say about me as a basketball player and how my career went and what kind of season I had. You know, they'll talk about that stuff for the moment. You know, they'll forget about whatever I did this season in a few years. Obviously, you'll have the numbers there to show for it, but they won't talk about it, you know, down the line. But the way you impact people off the court, you know, when people see the kind of person you truly are, not just, you know, as a basketball player, that's what they remember and that's what they appreciate and respect. And, you know, I was raised to be a great person first. You know, everybody has their flaws and their shortcomings, but the kind of person you are matters, and how you treat people matters far more than, you know, I had a ESPN #1 play tonight. You know, that's all fun and that's what we do. You know, that's what we love to do, but that's not the most important things in the world.
Right, great. Well, you've always been a good person. You've always been very helpful to me, and I really appreciate you giving me this interview. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you.